everyone. Welcome back. We are talking about Merrie Monarch right now. There is a lot of exciting things coming to these next couple of days, and we are talking about all of these people going over to Hilo to go and watch the competition. There are thousands of people on their way, and we are covering it all here on HawaiiNewsNow.com. And this is the extended stream. I'm Emily Cristobal, and I just want to welcome you all. And talking about all the festivities that are going on here, we have a lot of video coming into our newsroom about some of the festivities of people just lining up for the craft fair that's been going on today. And as you can see in this video, there are a lot of things people are buying, from t-shirts, from ipus. There is just a lot of people really excited for this, and there are so much going on, celebrating local designers, local businesses, and just so much excitement is in the air for this. I just want to say that Hawaii News Now is going to be covering so many different aspects of this, from the competition, from Ho'ike Night that is happening tonight, and we are also on the road. Sunrise is on the road, and we also have our Dylan Ancheta there, Mahealani Richardson, Keahi Tucker, and Lacey Denise. And there is really just so much to talk about when talking about the Merrie Monarch Festival. And I want to take you guys to talking about this coverage. So, like I mentioned earlier, on Sunrise, our Steve Uehara, Billy V, and Lacey Denise were there, and they had a conversation with Hawaii County Mayor Mitch Roth. And they talked about how over the decades, Merrie Monarch is known for bringing in these troves of visitors, and talking about the cultural benefits, the excitement in the air, and just also the economic benefits that this competition brings to Hawaii Island. And I want to show you a little information about this, and this is their conversation that they had this morning.
Mayor, thanks for joining us here on Sunrise.
Oh, it's great to be here.
Yeah, and an exciting week, Merrie Monarch. So let's start there. How big is this week? How important is it for the people of Hawaii Island?
This is a huge week for us. 60th year. You know, Auntie Luana and the team just been doing an amazing job. You know, we've been looking a lot at sustainability, and to us, sustainability is the ability to keep our keiki here for generations, allow them to raise their keiki.
Yeah.
And our culture is one of those anchors that really keep us here. And hula, you know, it's part of our culture. I think King Kalakaua said that hula is the language of the heart, and you know, that means that's the heartbeat of the Hawaiian people and our local host culture, and it's just exciting. You can feel the energy in the air.
Yeah, and you think about that, over the past 60 years, so much has changed, and that culture now is spread all over the world because now it's streaming. Everybody gets to see it live. It's really exciting.
Oh, it's super exciting. We just went to Japan, meeting up with our sister cities, and you know, in Japan they have over 2 million hula dancers over there.
Yeah,
that's amazing, and that, you know, all started from things like the Merrie Monarch and people going out and teaching hula, learning about hula, and you know, they're not just interested in hula, they're interested in our culture as well.
Yeah.
So super exciting, and you think it started here in Hilo.
Yeah. You just submitted your budget, and there's something
Yes.
very interesting in there where you said that you needed the money to make infrastructure changes. Otherwise, we could potentially see something happen here like we saw at Red Hill with the water crisis there. How concerned are you? Can you explain? Is there a legit threat?
Well, there's a lot of infrastructure issues that, you know, have been unseen, and we're really trying to get back and fix. But probably the biggest one has to do with our environment. We want to make sure that we're protecting our oceans, and you know, we have issues on both the Kona side and the Hilo side, but the Hilo wastewater facility, you know, when we went out there and started looking at it, we have the possibility, if we don't do something, have a major earthquake, we could be putting millions of gallons of raw sewage in the ocean, which, you know, wouldn't only impact Hawaii Island, it could impact the whole state. And so we're doing everything we can. We put together a plan. We put to a bid out, so it's out to bid. We'll start construction this year, and we'll probably go over $100 million. It'll probably be the biggest thing that we put money to, and most people probably won't even understand because they want, you know, parks, and
right.
You know, we're going to be fixing our parks as well. But our infrastructure and our environment, we have to protect it.
What other areas are you looking at in particular that could potentially cause a threat to our environment?
Well, I think that's probably the biggest one. The wastewater is big, but we have a whole bunch of cesspools on our island.
Yes.
We have issues over in Kona as well, and there's a lot of residents who have been talking to us. We're looking at fixing all of these issues.
Yeah.
But then we go back to the other infrastructure issues. We have parks that are in dire need of repair. We had a Park Papaloa gym we had to close. Basically, the building was falling down, being held up by termites, singing Kumbaya together, holding hands. So there's a lot of these infrastructure issues, and we need to be taking care of them. If we're going to keep our keiki here for generations to come and allow them to raise their keiki, we need to have that infrastructure there for them to thrive and survive.
Yeah. How about a couple of issues that are always important? Homelessness, what's being done, and what's on the horizon?
We're doing a lot in homelessness. We're going to be putting out almost $10 million of our funds to help with homelessness issues. We're looking at another about $9 million in housing. When we came in, we looked at what was in the pipeline for affordable housing, and there was a little over 1,000 homes in our pipeline. Today we have over 5,000. By the end of the year, we're hoping to see about 6,000 of those homes coming up, affordable housing units in the pipeline, and we'll probably have about 800 and something built this year.
Yeah. About last time we talked, a lot has happened since then with the volcano. What's evolved since then as far as the response, or how well did it go?
Well, I think this last couple of volcanoes, the Mauna Loa and Kilauea, went really well for us. Yeah. We really got out there ahead of it, and a big kudos to our team in civil defense. Before the volcano on Mauna Loa erupted, they were out there talking to the community, preparing people, preparing our team. So when it happened, everybody was pretty well prepared. I think we did a lot better job of getting the word out, talking to people. We found some mistakes, and we're working on those as well.
Yeah, because we know it's going to happen at some point again.
Oh, yes, we do. And so, the best is to get our community prepared, and our community came through with shining colors.
And be transparent and have that information out there.
Absolutely.
Merrie, thank you for the time. We appreciate it. Have fun this week. Yeah?
Plan on it. You too.
Yes, and that was Hawaii County Mayor Mitch Roth talking with our Steve Uehara this morning on Sunrise. Now, I wanted to talk a little bit more about a conversation that our Dylan Ancheta and our Mahealani Richardson had earlier. So they spoke with Hawaiian musician and kumu Kuana Torres Kahele and Tehani Gonzado, who won Miss Aloha Hula in 2000. And I just wanted to give you a little bit of that conversation that they had with them.
We're joined now by some very, very special guests. I want to welcome now Kuana Torres Kahele, legendary Hawaiian musician, and Tehani Gonzado, Miss Aloha Hula 2000. First off, thank you guys so much for joining us. How you guys doing today?
We're good. Just kind of getting into the zone for the first night of festivities.
Yeah, tell us a little bit about what you are doing this year. I mean, how many hala you're singing for? What you're most excited for?
Well, to be honest, I tried to not do anything this year. I wanted to actually just relax and watch, but I got busy, and so I have several halau that I'm doing this year. Mostly my hula siblings. We're honoring my late kumu Uncle Johnny Lamho this year, which is what we'll be doing tonight at the Ho'ike. And then several of my hula siblings, halau hi'iaka in Makalehua, Ke'ano and Lono, Kumuhula Napua Greg. Oh, no, she's Napua Silva now.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, she just got married.
Yes. So,
congratulations.
And then my hula sister and my sister-in-law took over the halau after Uncle Johnny passed. And so I'm singing for all three hula siblings who are all honoring Uncle Johnny this year in the competition part. And then in the Ho'ike part, we're also honoring him with 5 generations of Kawakani Lehuains.
Yeah, wow, all ohana here. And Tehani, you are a former Miss Aloha Hula, and you two work together. You guys go on tour a lot. Tell us a little bit about your relationship and how that kind of blossomed over the years.
Oh, no, have to see something nice. Oh my gosh. Well, this is my cousin, but we didn't start off knowing that we were related. He's always been in the music business. I've been a Miss Aloha Hula since 2000, and so that connection happened back then. And then through that time, we started to find out that we were closely related, like our grandmothers are related to one another. So it's not just the kind of, oh, he's my cousin, like 7 generations or connections apart. Yeah, so that's why I don't know. I think we tend to work with one another even more now that we have a pilina. But yeah, I guess we do all kinds of stuff together. Hang out, go Ben Franklin, all the things. Yeah, go eat together.
And she's my neighbor. She literally lives right across the street.
10 steps away.
And that makes it so convenient because we know Merrie Monarch gets to be very, very busy. But
yes.
I have to say, when the two of you are on stage, it is so uplifting and so amazing. What is it about just performing together that really inspires audiences?
Shall I go first? Okay. Well, Kuana's a dancer's dream, really. As po'e hula or hula people, we are moved by the music or by the ho'opa'a. And so him just being the exceptional artist he is, it's not hard to express yourself, right? So this has been like just a great partnership in that I don't have to try so hard. I just have to, elevate his compositions and listen to his voice, and his voice guides me. And I feel like our kupuna also are connected and connecting us and just like sending us off on our way to just do our thing. I think that's the best thing, the best way to express my aloha for him. Is that enough for you? Is that enough?
I'm speechless. Speechless. For musicians, I think the relationship from musician to dancer, and not all musicians do this, but for the very few that do, there's an unseen thing that happens on the stage between singer and dancer that if you should be lucky enough to pick up on that, that's when magic happens. And when you and that dancer connect, you just off in another world. The audience disappears, the stage disappears, it's just you two doing your thing. And unknowingly, the dancer always provides that extra boost of gas and emotion and whatever you need to drive the vehicle, so to speak. And so whenever we get together and we do stuff, singing, dancing or whatnot, that's always the situation with us too. And so she's been trying to retire for I don't know how many years, but I keep saying, no, Te Hari, no, Te Hari.
Miss Aloha Hula never retires.
Right soon.
No. Well, I have to say mahalo to both of you for sharing your mana'o, and especially for you, Kuana. I look up to you and I respect you, and you always answer my questions, whether it's cultures or ni'ihau shells, so mahalo. And also, I keep listening back, Kale Moki Hana Ole Na'ala's performance last year, Moki Hana Lullaby, with your voice echoing through the stadium. So powerful. That song has been on repeat leading up to this week. So thank you guys so much for being here.
And speaking of Ni'ihau Shells and Jade Lay, we have to say mahalo for letting us display your beautiful artwork as well. All the way from Hong Kong, right?
Yeah, that
My
one came
Chinese side.
from the motherland. That one came from the motherland, but thank you for letting our children see the light of day, because if not, they just stay in the safe.
Yeah. No, it's beautiful.
It's meant to be enjoyed.
Yeah. Well, thank you guys so much again. Once again, we are in the full swing of Merrie Monarch Week here in Hilo. Miss Aloha Hula is Thursday, Kahiko is on Friday, and Awana and Awards on Saturday. But before that, of course, we can't forget about tonight, Ho'ike. For more on that, our Lacey Denise explains what we can expect.
Aloha from beautiful Hilo, Hawaii, here at the Grand Naniloa Hotel Hilo. It is Ho'ike night, the highly anticipated performance. It's the hottest ticket in town. People waited overnight to try and get their hands on a seat tonight in the Edith Kanakaole Stadium. It's going to start off with the powerful Halau o Ke Kuhi, the namesake, the legacy of Edith Kanakaole. And followed by that is going to be Robert Casimiro and his Halau. And followed by that, it's going to be a tribute to the late Uncle Johnny Lum Ho. We've been seeing snippets of what the performance will be like on social media, and we know it's going to be a very powerful and very special tribute to such a special man. And of course, we'll have a full show for you backstage at Merrie Monarch starting tonight at 7 p.m. You can catch it all on K5 and also online at HawaiiNewsNow.com.
Yes, and definitely looking forward to all of that. And just a reminder again that Hawaii News Now will be showing all of this coverage starting tonight and into Saturday of the Merrie Monarch competition. I want to pull up the schedule for you so that you can see it on your screen. So Hoike performances, again, like Lacey said, will be starting at 7 p.m., followed by the Miss Aloha Hula on Thursday, starting at 6 p.m., Hula Kahiko at 6 p.m. on Friday, and Awana and Awards on Saturday, which also starts at 6 p.m. It's going to be a really, really exciting time. Lots of festivities, lots of hula, just an amazing showcasing of culture, of song, of dance, and just really looking forward to and hoping all of you guys will tune in to this. Thank you so much. Hope you have a great rest of your day.